could be a little bit controversial because some people say it's unfair, right? That I'm here in Atlanta and on the trade, and you guys have computer in New York. You're a lot quicker than I do. But from the exchange point of view, they said, okay, if you want to compete, you can have your computers in New York as well. But I'm not going to get into the argument of that thing. Like I said, the purpose to locate their network and computing hardware as close to the trading market's matching engine as possible. And almost all exchanges offered co-location services. Okay, electronic and competition. So a lot of you guys probably have heard of when we talk about like stock market, right? You will think about like NASDAQ or NYSE. But actually that is very competitive because of electronic trading. And recently, like some of the like NASDAQ or the other companies called Direct Edge and another one called BATS, they are really good in automating the trading system. They gain a lot of market shares from NYSE. And yeah, the stocks nowadays, they are traded in a lot of places other than just NYSE and NASDAQ. And so for example, this is also pretty dramatic. Like 2005, the NYSE listed stocks, the share of them traded in New York Stock Exchange was 79%. Okay, so that's pretty good. And in last year, it dropped to 25%. So the other thing that you need to know that because a stock is listed in NYSE doesn't mean that it has to be traded there. It can be traded in other exchange. So they lost a lot of market shares in the last 4 years. And because they ignored the chain of electronic trading. So they got punished big time. Yeah, here's a chart actually to show you like the overall market share, and you can see that like NASDAQ over there on the top right corner, that's 19%. That's pretty good. NYSE, actually they have two separate entities, 14% and 13%. And then some of the other ones you have never heard of it, like BATS, right? What's the heck is BATS? They have 10%. Actually, that is just a small company in Kansas City, and they probably have about 100 employees, but they have 10% of the market share. And also there are other ones like Direct Edge. So it's pretty competitive. And here's options. I just talked about the stock, and options is also very competitive as well. The first one is called CBOE. You might not have heard of it. It's Chicago Board of Option Exchange. They have the biggest market share. And then NASDAQ, and then ISE. ISE is International Security Exchange. And then you have NYSE and other ones. Okay, so we talked about like the exchange, electronic trading, and how they compete a little bit. Now I want to change the topic in terms of like, here's the exchange, right? So how you and I interface with the exchange. Basically, there are two ways to do it. First, an exchange could provide a GUI, like a client, right? Like like any sort of Windows client, and can be run on traders' desktop, and they can buy and sell. This kind of interface, you and I, we cannot use it. The reason is that we are not brokers, and we are not member of the exchange. Only the member of the exchange can directly trade, submit orders in the exchange. And you and I, we have to do it through a broker like E-Trade, like Swap or Ameritrade. But this actually is not that popular. Most of the exchange, they don't have a GUI for traders. What they have is this. They have an API that allows dealers to plug their own in-house systems directly into the exchange. So basically, exchange is a platform, right? So like E-Trade or Ameritrade, they need to hook their system with like NASDAQ or BATS so that they can talk to each other. So this is a GUI exchange, and actually this is ICE, and we call it Webwise, and we offer this to our members and traders, and you can see here, because we trade energy exchange, the WTI crude futures, that is the oil contract, and you can see that they have the bid and offer. Bid is the buy order, right? Offer is the sell order, and you can see the price. That's the oil price, by the way, like $71.90 a barrel, and that's real time. Actually, I took this screenshot like last week, and so the traders, they can use this kind of interface, and they can get the real time update, and then they trade on it. And there's something you see that this is futures, by the way. So you see something called August 10, September 10, October 10, because it's a futures market. So that's why it has the month, and then their price are different. Okay, here's a high-level diagram to show you like how the components connected to each other. So on the left side, the stick figure, right? That's the retail customer. That's you and me, and say that I want to buy some Microsoft stock today. Actually, I use my iPhone to do that sometimes too, and it goes to E-Trade, and then what they do is that E-Trade will connect to the exchange on the right side. For the exchange, basically, there's an order gateway. Okay, it can accept order. There is some sort of API. So E-Trade they have their programmers would write their application and talk to like NASDAQ. And then the orders come in and go to the matching engine, okay? And then the matching engine tell the gateway, say, okay, I got this order, it looks good. And the gateway would tell the retail broker, okay, order accepted. And E-Trade would come back to us, say, okay, your order is submitted. So that's kind of how it works for the order. The blue line over there is what's called the market data, because everybody wants to know the price, right? What's the buy side, what's the sell side, and also like CNBC all day long, they have the ticker at the bottom, show the prices. So the blue line is market data, okay? So the market data will send out to